discussed by the public and the media, both local and international. It has also brought about varying figures and data, and it has become increasingly difficult to filter the real numbers involved in the anti-drugs campaign. This is the reason why we are all gathered here today. Real Numbers PH aims to provide a clearer picture of the results of the government's drive to fight the drug menace which ills the country. Now, we will witness a multi-sectoral forum spearheaded by the Philippine National Police, the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, the Department of Health, the Department of Social Welfare and Development, the Department of the Interior and Local Government, in partnership with Presidential Communications Operations Office. These agencies are primarily involved in the anti-drug campaign, and they shall be presenting comprehensive reports in their efforts to curb the eventually eradicate this alarming societal problem. Real Numbers PH will once and for all clarify the confusing and divisive numbers in the government's campaign against crime and illegal drugs. But let me say that beyond the numbers, we will be witnessing narratives and stories. We'll be watching images. And to start, we're going to watch a video.
Estados Unidos sa maraming biktima ng extrajudicial killings dito sa Pilipinas.
Is the extrajudicial killing done by the police force? Is the extrajudicial killing done by vigilantes or those who belong to the drugs syndicates?
Pinabulakan ng CFP, Crowne Plaza Manila, nang umabot ako sa 7,000 mga kaso ng extrajudicial killing.
Almost 7,000 extrajudicial killings, and these are not state-sponsored.
Yes, those are not state-sponsored.
Yung figure na nating presidente is correct.
Yes, correct. According to our Police Association individuals.
Wala na extrajudicial killing at ang media lang ang gumagamit ng salitang ito.
Are we using the term extrajudicial killings loosely to discredit the PNP and Duterte administration? I was hoping that we would educate the people more para hindi sila ma-mislead na lahat ng patay ay extrajudicial killings.
We will not stop until the last drug lord, the last financer, and the last pusher have surrendered or put behind bars.
To give a keynote speech on behalf of PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa will be General Ramon Collet Apolinario. He is the Police Deputy Director General. He is a member of the Philippine Military Academy Sanliwa Class of 1985. He is also a graduate of Master's Business Administration at the Graduate School of the Ateneo. And he is the former Regional Director of PRO for B. Mimarota. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now give you General Apolinario.
Good afternoon. At the outset, let me thank the Presidential Communications Operations under Secretary Martin Andanar for organizing this forum in cooperation with the Directorate for our Police Community Relations and the PNP's Public Information Office. Allow me also to acknowledge the participation of other stakeholders from the different sectors, such as the Department of Health, the PDEA, as well as representatives from the other media organizations. The Philippine National Police continue to take the big leap on administration, transformation, and operations as the major concern of the leadership and Project Double Barrel Reloaded. This will remain in force, this time with a stronger and more determined implementation. The Real Numbers Forum today jives well with our PNP's media relations policy of transparency on any and all police-related information regarding matters of public interest. This forum shall provide for the perfect opportunity to portray the true picture and accurate information as far as the national drug campaign is concerned. We have previously experienced different interpretations and opinions on available data gathered, which very seldom does not portray the prevailing situation in the community. As members of government, we make sure to provide accurate, not the rounding off, but exact and timely information to the members of the media and the populace, even sometimes putting ourselves at the most inconvenient situations. So far, we believe that government communications have done a good job in keeping the public informed of the true situation as far as illegal drugs. The war on drugs, launched by our government last year, has brought about remarkable results on different fronts. One, where we have come to realize the extent of its proliferation, wherein it has involved already hundreds and thousands of surrenderers, users, pushers, whom we have accounted before. Second, the casualties of reported deaths and encounters among different groups, where even our own government forces have been victimized. These numbers definitely bring us to a higher level of public awareness and concern that cannot anymore be taken for granted. We accept that the PNP and other law enforcement agencies have different methods and systems of reporting crime data. With this Real Numbers Forum, we can exemplify our intentions to be more transparent and liberal in our reports. In the final analysis, what is important here is the clear and definite line of communication among agencies, the readily available data that may be disseminated to the listening and viewing public, and our immediate actions and solutions in addressing the current problem. A lot of work still needs to be done here. And at the same time, we hope to identify our weaknesses and perhaps learn from our own experiences in counter-propaganda and effective communication with the people. Despite all this, we are glad to note that our police force remain focused on doing their job and are not affected in performing their sworn duty. We still remain the nation's servants and protectors because it is our mandate. In behalf of my Chief Philippine National Police, Police Director General Ronald De La Rosa, and the entire Philippine National Police Force, we thank you. Today, there is no holding back, let the truth be told. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Director Apolinario, General Apolinario. Now, of course, today we're going to talk about numbers. But numbers tell stories. They begin with experiences and feelings because we're talking about a human phenomenon. So we will start looking into the sentiments of people regarding illegal drugs and the campaign of the government against illegal drugs. So we're going to watch it.
Poverty does not detract one from robbing another poor person. But that doesn't mean that money can buy one's safety against getting murdered, raped, or being victims of any of the heinous crimes besetting the country today. Crimes do not discriminate. Like ominous black clouds, they mar the skies for everyone.
Sobrang ingay talaga kung nila. Mas kayo lang sa Manila
Nanay Ophelia and Mami Tinay, though representing different ends of the society, are one in appreciating the protection and sense of security that the Duterte administration brings.
Marami po nagbabasahin dahil nga po yung dating problema namin mga lugar sa lugar komunidad, sa limang sityo, ay hindi man tuluyan pero napakalaking pagkabawas sa ito na ito.
Because crimes can happen to anyone. The current administration tirelessly tries to protect everyone, regardless of wealth, regardless of position, so that the country can truly feel like a home for all walks of life.